gokule vrajamanam. Tasada beya lokala dabamanam. Paramristam atyanta todritya gopya. Utantam mohor netra mambrajantam. Parambuja yogmena sataka netram. Moho swasakam patre rekha kanta. Sita kraivam damodaram bhakti vadam. Lila offer the candle. Lila तथा प्रेमा भक्तिम शोकम में प्रयाचा। अरे आज कैसे मैं भूल गया हैं? भक्तैर्जितात्वं पुनः प्रेमातस्तं सता वृत्ति वन्दे। परम देवा मोक्षं वा मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणे अहं परे सदप्यः। इदं ते पूर्णता गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्य विरष्टं किमन्ये। Idam te mukham bojam atyanta nilair pratam kutalai snigdharantasya gopya. Moho samvetam vimparatadaram me manasya virasta malam lakyalavai. Namo deva damodara ananta Vishnu prasida prabho dukha jalabdi magdam. Krupa driste vrushyati dinam vadano Kruhane samamakyam medyaki dusha. Veratva dauvada daivaladva Oya mochi dauvakti bhajau krutaucha. श्री राधा दामोदर की, कार्तिक व्रत की, पंचक व्रत की, गौर ब्रह्मानंदे एकादशी व्रत की, translation. Can someone show? To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose sack-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who's beautifully shining the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding motor in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed to that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar. I offer my humble obeisances. Next. Ramakrishna Garu, please read the next one.
Hare Krishna.
Ramakrishna Garu, you unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To the Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
Jai. Next. Nalini Mataji.
By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning in inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are observed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all consumptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Next, Brahmā Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me or any other boon besides this? Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Next. Adya. Adya is there? Or Ananta?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are no use to me. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Next.
O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Mother, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your hands of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly trouble and
Thank you. Next. Devendra.
Oh,
Okay, on. Dhiraj Singla, go ahead.
O Lord Damodara, just as 2 sons of the Kubera, Manigriva and Nal Kubera, were delivered from the curse of the Narada and made into the 2 great devotees, made into the great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to the wooden grinding mortar, and in the same way, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Devendra.
O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent robe which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastime. Sri Sri Radha Damodar ki jai.
Jai. Tava kathamrutam tapta jivanam kavividitam kalmasapaham
Kavividitam kalmasapaham
Ravana mangalam srimadatam
Shravanamangalam Srimadat Tadam
Obegrananti Vorida Jana
Bhuvi Grananti Ye Bhuvidajana.
Nectar of your words and the description of your activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. These narrations transmitted by learned sages eradicate one's sinful reaction and bestows good fortune upon whoever hears them. These narrations are broadcast all over the world and are filled with spiritual power. Certainly, those who spread the message of Godhead are most munificent. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Many of you joined in our chanting session in Tri Sandhya and now for Damodarashtakam. Thank you so much for joining. And we are going to start today Brahma's prayer to Krishna. As far as I remember, in our 20 years in Kanpur, we have never covered Brahma's prayer. I don't know why we didn't cover, but I realized that we never covered Brahma's prayer. Although, we read it separately during Bhagavatam, but we never read during this Kartik month. And so let us read it and enjoy it. The Brahma's prayer. What the context is, Brahma was dragged, or specially, mercifully was dragged by the Lila shakti of Krishna into the plain of Vraja, where Brahma was shown who is Krishna. He saw Krishna is source of all other Vishnu forms. He saw thousands of Narayana with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma surrounding Krishna, and each Narayana form is being worshipped by respective demigods headed by Brahma, Shiva, material elements, other devotees, Vedas, Upanishads, everybody is worshipping. And that is what he saw. And then, after being given that mercy, Brahmaji was withdrawn. And then he came to his external consciousness. Then he realized his great mistake. And when curtain of Yogamaya was removed, Brahmaji no more saw Krishna and his coward boys and coward calves. Rather, Krishna was searching for his friends. Brahma got down from the swan carrier, fell at the lotus feet of Krishna, and bathed the lotus feet of Krishna with tears. Now let us see what he's saying. Sri Brahmavacha Naumi Jate Brahmapuse Tadidamvaraya Gunjavatamsa Paripichala Sanmukhaya Vanyasrate Kavalavetra Vishanavena Lakshma Sriye Mrudupade Pasu Pangajaya. Lord Brahma said, my dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, I offer my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. O son of the King of Cowards, your transcendental body is like dark blue, like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings, the peacock feather on your head, wearing garland of various forest flowers and leaves, and equipped heading a stick, a buffalo horn, and a flute. You stand beautifully with a morsel of food in your hand. So Brahmaji described Krishna as he appeared in front of his eyes. He's saying that, O son of the cowards, right? He's not only the son of Nanda, he's son of all cowherds who had parental affection for him. And he's saying your transcendental body is dark blue, like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant, like lightning. The beauty of her face, why it is lightning? Because you see, whichever dress you may put on around Krishna, Krishna's radiant effulgence would make those garments to glitter. The beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings. Gunja earrings. Gunja is a red fruit, and Krishna is very expert how to dress him with banamala and forest flowers. And peacock feather on his head, wearing garlands of various forest flowers and leaves, equipped with a heading stick and a buffalo horn and a flute. He is saying, O Krishna, you stand beautifully with a morsel of food in your hand. So Krishna has little food there, and literally everything has spilled out. Appears to be a very helpless kid, but then he's saying, you are the only worshipable Lord. Although you are appearing like a small baby, you are the only worshipable Lord, Supreme Personality Godhead, and hence I'm offering my obeisances unto your lotus feet, not for any desire or anything, just to please you. So when you go to the temple, you offer obeisances to Krishna. That obeisances must be to please Krishna. Whatever we do must be to please Krishna. A devotee doesn't accept anything else. This is very significant. So in these two things we got in this verse. Brahmaji is describing Krishna as he is appearing in front of him, and he is recognizing that this small coward boy who appears to be very helpless while searching for his friends and calves is actually the Supreme Personality Godhead, the absolute truth, summum bonum of all existence. And more important, he's saying, I'm offering my obeisances to please you, dear friend. Remember this. Asyapi deva vapusa madanugrahasya secha mayasya natu bhutamayasya kopi nese mahi tavastitum manasantarena sakhyataveva kimutatma sukhanubhute. My dear Lord, neither I nor anyone else can estimate the potency of this transcendental body of yours. Can somebody tell me what I said about the transcendental potency I had told? Anybody remembers? Yesterday somebody asked this question. Tripada vibhuti, ekapada vibhuti. I had given an answer. Anybody who remembers?
Every sand particle of Yamuna, each sand particle of Yamuna is enough potent to manifest entire Vaikuntha.
Correct. Even a sand particle in the bank of Yamuna is so opulent, it has the capacity to manifest the entire Vaikuntha. So Brahma is saying, who can estimate the potency of Krishna's transcendental body? Because within that body, 3/4 vibhuti, spiritual, 1/4 vibhuti, material, all are situated. Which has shown such mercy to me. And Brahma is recollecting the revelations that he had just few moments ago. Beautiful revelation he had, which appears just to fulfill the desires of your pure devotees. He's saying, Krishna doesn't have to come to this material world for any other purpose because he is the ultimate form of the absolute truth. He doesn't have to come here to annihilate asuras, to establish dharma. That can be done by any other expansion of Krishna. So Krishna has come specifically to perform transcendental pastimes with his pure devotees. Although my mind is completely withdrawn from material affairs, I cannot understand your personal form. Brahma is saying, very, very significant point. Imagine, this is a very significant point. What Brahma is saying? Brahma is saying that by practice of the pure devotional service, I have separated myself from the material energy. But still, I cannot conceive your transcendental form. Very, very big statement. How then could I possibly understand the happiness you experience within yourself? What makes Krishna happy? Anybody who can understand, he must be specially blessed by Krishna. So Brahma is saying, you are self-situated, you are Atma Rama, but still, devotees, they know how to make you happy. Krishna is Atma Rama. Krishna as a person are two different things. Krishna as Atma Rama is complete, full, he doesn't need anything. But Krishna is a transcendental person. He is hungry for varieties of mellows by which his devotees please him. This is the point Brahma is saying. That only those who are blessed, Madhu Mandala is blessed to please Krishna the way he pleases. the Priya Namra Sakhas of Krishna, like Subala, Sudama, they are specially blessed by Krishna to know the internal spiritual hankering of Krishna and they reciprocate. This is very, very difficult topic for anyone to understand. And we say we have understood. Brahma is saying, I cannot understand because he is not so blessed. One has to be blessed, how to please. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, how does Rupa Goswami know my mind? To please Krishna is not so easy. Pleasing someone means you must know that person's mind. Hurt. As such, Krishna is irreproachable. You can't approach him. And here, someone can know Krishna's heart and perform devotional service that pleases him. Most difficult. Brahmaji is actually admitting he doesn't know how to please Krishna. And that is why he made a mistake. He could not understand the Braj Prem. How the devotees of Braj, they have bound Krishna in their love. Brahmaji further is saying, this is a very famous verse, Prabhupada also quoted many times. Jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmokharitam bhavadiya bhartam sthane sthita srutigatam tanuvan manovid ye prayaso jito jitopi asitai strilokyam. Many times this verse has been quoted by Prabhupada. Those who even while remaining situated in their established social positions, threw away the process of speculative knowledge, with their body, words and mind offer all respect to descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees, certainly conquer your lordships, although you are otherwise unconquerable by anyone within these three worlds. Very wonderful. Brahma is saying, Sthane sthita srutigatam. Whatever position you have, you may be a king, you may be a beggar, you may be an intellectual, you may be an illiterate. Whatever may be your situation. Okay? But such a person, when he is capable to throw away the process of speculative knowledge, jnane prayasam udapasya. Udapasya means giving up. Jnane prayasam. Each one of us, we are so arrogant, so proud. We think using our puny intelligence, we understand everything. Not only we understand everything, we claim that we understand even Krishna. And Brahmaji is outrightly rejecting this. Jnane prayasam udapasya. This is something we are not able to do it. And that is why we are suffering. We are suffering. Even an illiterate uses his brain and conceives what must be God. Like, when did I come from? Monday. Monday, I was in Dehradun. I went to meet a person. And there, another person came suddenly when we were discussing. That fellow came and he started speaking that in this India, everybody knows what is Bhagavad Gita. And he started talking nonsense, right? He started talking this karma, that karma, that karma. Some 3 categories of karma, he said. That's it, Bhagavad Gita. Everybody has this knowledge, but it's of no use. Then he started speaking nonsense. The so-called gurus and this and that, they're spoiled. They want to become via medium between us and God. Who are they? Between me and God, who should come? Nobody should come. And because immediately I realized this fellow is a complete obstruct. There is no point talking to him. I listened whatever he spoke. So with me, there was Pius and Neha. They started speaking something. I didn't know why they were speaking. But anyway, if I would have asked him, please explain to me what is Chidakasa, what is Jadakasa. Explain me what is 5 material elements. He would have been on his feet. There's no point. Neither because even if suppose I have some idea of 5 elements, doesn't mean that I've given up this jnane prayasam udapasya. This is killing us. This jnane prayasam is killing us. And Brahma is saying, only those who give up all their stupid intelligence and use their Rud, Bhag, Bapu, Tanu, Ban, Manobhi, they offer devotional service to Krishna, dedicating their lives. They offer their body, words, and mind to description of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations. So important. We hear, and after hearing, we speak. We hear and then speak. We seek the grace of Guru Parampara. Sorry, there is some problem with the net. I hope you're able to hear me now. So, what I was saying, I got to relate. What was I saying? What was it?
Hear and you repeat.
Eh?
We hear from the teacher and we repeat that instruction.
Yeah. See, when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, one may conclude this is Vaikari sound. Because we are creating this sound completely in a gross way. And this is their mistake. But first of all, according to Shastra, anybody who is able to recite any name that is connected to Krishna gets complete benefit. But those who receive jnana through Guru Parampara and dedicate to the chanting, this very chanting, which is maybe in Vaikari stage, in terms of mundane wranglers, but it is absolutely para. This is divine, absolutely divine. This is the beauty. And those who don't know this very process of descending of grace from Krishna through via media of Guru Parampara, they are first class rascals. And Brahmā is saying, those who have given off their false arrogance, false logical abilities, speculative knowledge, and take to pure hearing by the pure devotees of Krishna about Krishna Katha and dedicate their life to preaching Krishna's name, form, Lila, abode, guna, qualities, they only can conquer Krishna, not others. Great sages, great yogis, even they cannot even understand ABC of Krishna consciousness. My dear Lord, Shreyam Srutim Bhakti Mudasyate Vibho Klishyanti Ye Kevala Bodhalabdaye Tesam Asau Klesala Eva Sisyate Nanya Yathasthula Tusavagatinam. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. So we have heard in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declaring Bhakti Yoga is the best. Here Brahmā is saying, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. Your topmost yoga system. What is topmost yoga system? That has been unequivocally stated by every great personalities, including Brahmā. If someone gives up that path and engages in the cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve his desired result. Brahmā must have experienced. Brahmā is not a, like I have this body of 54-year-old, and Brahmā doesn't have a body of 54-year-old. Brahmā has a body of 150, Yeah, Brahmaji has a body of 150 trillion years. Huh? Brahmaji has a body of 150 trillion years. Imagine the amount of memory he has. Brahmaji ki jai ho. And he is saying that there are many, they give up the path of devotional service and they degrade to speculative knowledge. And what happens? They are completely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed they are. As a person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get grain, one who simply speculates cannot achieve self-realization. His only gain is trouble, my dear friend. What is his gain? Srama eva hi kevalam. His gain is only trouble. The so-called Gyanis, they speculate and speculate and speculate. Once in Delhi University, Sunita Singh Sengupta was organizing some conference, and she normally used to invite those days to me. Those days he used to invite me. And in one such conference, when I started speaking, I translated Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avasishyate, and I gave the translation of Prabhupada in the PPT, right? And there are 2-3 fellows that started, this is a wrong translation. I said, shut up. I said, this is not my translation. This is a translation of a pure devotee who has converted the entire world into Krishna consciousness. What you have done. Understand your limit before you make a comment. Huh? So, by speculation, one doesn't get anything, my dear friend. Pureha bhuman bhavopi yoginas tvadarpiteha nija karma labdhaya vivodhya bhaktya eva kathopanitaya prapedirincho chutate gatim param. Almighty Lord, in the past, many yogis in this world achieved the platform of devotional service by offering all their endeavors unto you and faithfully carrying out their prescribed duties. Though such devotional service perfected by the processes of hearing and chanting about you, they came to understand you, O infallible one, and could easily surrender to you and achieve your supreme abode. So Brahmaji is making a distinction between those who are Gyanis and those who are Bhaktas. Brahmaji categorically saying that those who are Bhakta, gave up Bhakti, entered into the process of Jnana, speculation. What happened? They were destroyed. And is giving the contrast, saying there were Gyanis, but then at some point of time, they surrendered unto you. They performed devotional service and they became successful. You see the contrast? In one case, a bhakta became a speculative, accepted the process of speculative knowledge, got destroyed. And then the second process, the second example, Brahmaji is saying that there are speculators, but then Bahunam Dharmanamante, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, but they surrendered to Krishna, performed devotional service, achieved the highest destination. So Brahma is telling, please try to internalize it, right? Tathapi bhuman mahima gunasyate vibodhamarati amalantara atmavi avikriya swanu bhavadarupato yanya buddhyatmayataya na chanyatha. Non-devotees, however, cannot realize you in your full personal feature. Nevertheless, it may be possible for them to realize your expansion as impersonal supreme by cultivating direct perception of self within the heart. But then they can do this only by purifying their mind and senses of all conception of material distinction and all attachment to material sense objects. Only in this way, all your impersonal feature manifests itself to them. So Brahmaji is making two distinctions. One bhakta, the other is abhakta. The jnanis and yogis, they are abhakta. Okay, and these abhaktas, they're interested. These abhaktas, they're interested in knowing the truth. But unfortunately, they have not received the grace of a pure devotee. So they don't have bhakti. That is why they perform severe austerities and they try to conceive the impersonal aspect of Krishna. Okay, and because they follow Vedic practices, Krishna manifests his impersonal feature to such serious student of truth, because they are non-devotees. Now, the famous verse has come. The most famous verse I have quoted so many times. Gunatmanaste pi gunan vimatum itavatirnasya kaisirasya kalena yairva vimita sukalpair gopam sabakhe mihika divasa. Beautiful. In time, learned philosophers or scientists might be able to count all the atoms of the earth, the particles of the snow, or perhaps even the shining molecules radiating from the sun, the stars and other luminaries. But among these learned men, who could possibly count the unlimited transcendental qualities possessed by you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have descended onto the surface of earth for the benefit of all living entities? So my dear friend, I've told you many, many times that for some category of people, the sand particles along the sea beach may appear to be infinite, but they are finite. It may appear the number of photons emitted by all luminaries to be infinite, but they are also finite, because these photons are being emitted by all those sources who are anyway finite. However, just like we gave the example, a sand particle in Yamuna bank can manifest entire Vaikuntha. Similarly, Krishna's transcendental body can exhibit unlimited transcendental qualities. Krishna has unlimited transcendental qualities. Nobody can count it. So basically, what Brahma is saying, Yes, everything about this material world can be contemplated by speculative knowledge. Scientist and philosopher, they may be granted, they may be empowered to understand, contemplate this material universe and its boundaries. But none can ever understand the boundary of transcendental realm and forget about Krishna's transcendental qualities. So we will read one more and we stop here. All of you are liking this prayers or feeling sleepy? Tatte anukampam susamekhyamana unjanevatma krutam vipakam rutbhag vapuvir vidadan namaste jive tayo mukti pade sadaya bhag. On what contest I had quoted this verse? अरे बाबा अभी चल रहा है and what contest I had? Damodar Lila. Who is saying that?
Sir,
Anmol.
in one of the classes you said that those two fingers are actually, this verse is related to the two fingers that were falling short.
Exactly. This Anmol, he hears nicely. Anmol, he has a good hearing.
No, sir, actually I only recited. You asked for this verse to be recited and I recited, so I remember.
So, this particular verse, let me read the translation. My dear Lord, one who honestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reaction of his past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisances within his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. So, the pastime Mother Yashoda binding Krishna, two fingers short, our Acharya said that one finger represents our endeavor, second finger represents Krishna's mercy. Same thing here, Brahmāji is saying. He's saying that the seekers, the devotees, they perform devotional service to please Krishna. And it is not easy to perform devotional service incessantly in this material world, because you would face every moment challenge in terms of Trividha Klesa, in terms of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. But a devotee takes all these difficulties in his stride by recognizing that they are the byproduct of my own previous misdeeds. He doesn't blame A, B, C, D, or F. He only blames himself and waits patiently Krishna's grace or mercy. And Brahmāji is saying he is doing two things. He is endeavoring in his devotional service in spite of many obstacles, many particular situations, unfavorable situations, and waits for Krishna's anukampa. And Brahmāji is saying this person has a rightful claim to your lotus feet. Rightful claim. Prahlad Maharaj exhibited that. Prahlad Maharaj exhibited his potency. How he exhibited? He exhibited his potency. Although he was born, somebody to be born in a Hiranyakashipu's family, one would feel that I am blessed, right? What you don't have. You have everything at your disposal. But Prahlad Maharaj rejected. He embraced Krishna. He embraced devotional service. As a result, he has to face all difficulties. And he didn't blame anyone. Prahlad Maharaj didn't blame anyone. Neither his father, nor those who are perpetrators of varieties of torture upon him. Small boy, 5. Prabhupada, I was hearing one lecture, and Prabhupada was telling about this particular pastime, how Narasimha become very angry. Even Brahma, Lakshmi, nobody could pacify him. And Prabhupada was saying, don't try to make Krishna angry. We'll be finished. Prabhupada was telling, don't try to make Krishna angry. So Prahlad Maharaj is the best example for all of us to be inspired. For Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur didn't blame anyone. Whether he was cursed, he was insulted by Gopal Chakravarti, or he was bitten by the Muslims in 22 marketplaces. He didn't blame anyone. He continued with his devotional service by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And moreover, the way Srila Prabhupada spread his movement, he encountered so many difficulties. But he was not disturbed by those difficulties. Rather, he was determined to please Krishna. He was determined to please Krishna. Similarly, we must be determined to please Krishna. Samajh mein aa raha hai sarvagyan? We must be determined to please Krishna. No external circumstances. We should not allow any external circumstance to derail us from devotional service. Just think of what Brahmā is saying. You should get frightened. Brahmā is saying there are many who were devotees in the beginning, and then suddenly they give up and become jnanis. And slowly they are completely degraded. In any situation, sometime, all our devotees headed by Tarun Reddy and others, they were all crying. What? Now this Anil Krishna Yadav has become now non-devotee. He's not responding our mail. His family, not non-devotee. They're saying he has given up his devotional life. He has, because he's being pressurized in his family. His brother is not doing well. And all those things. And that finally the message came to me. So I started calling to him, calling Anil Krishna Yadav. So people, yes, devotees should be concerned about other devotees if they are giving up their Krishna consciousness, because that is the worst thing that can happen to anyone. Anyone. So what is the essence of today's 8th verse? 8th verse is, we must be determined to please Krishna. That's it. In spite of all hurdles, obstacles, unfavorable situations. At least in India, only favorable situation. Kahin pe bhi jao. Vidaka, I have gone to Ranchi, I have gone to Dehradun, you go to any place. Only you will find atheistic environment inside some institute like IITs. Otherwise, you go outside. Nobody would stop you from practicing Krishna consciousness. Okay. Thank you very much. Any question? Anmol Avasti. Vedesha Sarve Mahameva Vedya. So if Brahmaji knows all the 4 Vedas and other scriptures, could he still not understand that Krishna is Supreme Personality Godhead, that Brahmasis are his pure and unallied servants, humbly requesting set some light on this? Brahmaji knows who is Krishna, who is the absolute truth, there is no doubt. But as Brahmaji told, Krishna can reveal all his spiritual and material influences. But Krishna would not reveal his ultimate form of personality and his choices, his likeness and dislikes. That is only revealed to Brahmasis. And Brahma is certainly not a Brahmasi. Krishna, of course, I don't want to make a comment about Brahmaji, he's our Acharya. But Brahmaji is just like Arjuna, is acting as a person who is illusioned. Similarly, Brahmaji is speaking for our own benefit, because people can go to Vaikunthas, including Saket in Dwarka, but nobody can enter into Vraj. Vraj means it's only Krishna. Vraj means it's all about confidentiality. Nobody can understand. Nobody can understand Yashoda's heart, Nanda Baba's heart, or for that matter, Madhumangala, or the cows, calves, the deers, and nobody. I used to sing this song. What is that? So you see that in that song, Bhakta Salaveka is writing, by hearing Krishna's flute, the dried trees, they're blossoming with new tubes and new twigs and new leaves and flowers. He's saying those yogis who are in complete trance in their impersonal meditation, simply hearing Krishna's flute, their trance is broken and they start dancing. And then it says that when Krishna is playing on his flute, there is a big flood in Yamuna without rain. Yamuna is overflooded. So, Braj, as it is very difficult for us to. That is why Prabhupada said that only those who are highly purified, they should enter into Braj. Otherwise, we normally or likely we are likely to commit many offenses in Braj, because Braj is very special. Only Krishna in his ultimate essential form of Supreme Personality resides there. And it is his heart. Even a grass in Braj understands Krishna's mood. What to speak of? Even a dust in Vraja understands Krishna's mood. Krishna's lotus feet is so soft, so soft. And the sand particles in Braj, whether it is along the Yamuna or along the jungles, they have a competition to become softer and softer and softer. They have a competition such that it doesn't hurt Krishna's lotus feet. Anyhow, I don't want to go into Braj's mood. Prabhupada has forbidden. I don't want to enter into the mood. इतना कर दिया भाई, तो ज्यादा पूछ लिया. दूसरा क्वेश्चन जाओ. Amrut Panda. Brahmāji said about giving up, exercising our intelligence to understand Krishna. Not intelligence, our speculative knowledge. You are misquoting. Again it said that we speculate how one understands Krishna. Yeah, what is his question? I don't understand. Anybody understood his question? I didn't follow. What is his question? If you want, you can speak. Panda. He is not speaking, so I cannot give an answer. Next. Anshul Agarwal. Those who speculate, read Shastras or not. What is saying? There are so many commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. All are speculative. When Prabhupada, you read the introduction to Bhagavad Gita as it is, have you read the introduction? Prabhupada said there are almost at least 400 editions of Bhagavad Gita. Some American lady asked Krishna Prabhupada to recommend him a version of Bhagavad Gita. So Prabhupada was telling that there are around 400 versions of Bhagavad Gita at that time. Now to even many more. And Prabhupada said none of them were authoritative. So what is your question? Because they're Avisuddha Buddha. Buddhi is polluted. अरे बाबा, जब तक तुम्हारी दिल में कृष्णा इज नॉट ट्रांसप्लांटेड, तुम्हारा बुद्धि हर समय क्या होगा? Polluted. You are very fortunate. You came in contact with me. तो समझ में आ रहा है? ये तुम्हें समझ में आना चाहिए. There are many, they don't understand this. A person who plants within you the seed of Krishna Bhakti, then only your intelligence becomes pure. Otherwise, how much austerities you may perform, how many shastras you may study, no way. Okay? Next. Anmal Avasti again, how to explain what is transcendental or beyond material to a scientist sort of a person. Generally, for some physical attributes which are tangible and अरे मैं पढ़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ question. कहाँ पे? How to explain what is transcendental or beyond the material to a scientist sort of person? Generally, they ask to some physical attributes which are tangible and to which they can relate. When we tell them that Krishna has Ananda Chinmaya Ujjvala Vigraha requesting your guidance on this, dear friend, you must tell that they must accept divinity is beyond the description of mundanity. No mundane explanation. Forget about mundane explanation. No mundane explanation is even able to explain the mundane things like an atom, like a cell, like the basic building block of a universe. So why we have to go? I say that when this so-called scientist sort of person, they argue with you, you can tell, my dear friend, what you have understood. Tell me one thing in this material world, what you have understood. Let's not even go to divinity. Okay? Divinity is beyond any kind of material explanation. Okay? We can give some common sense reasoning to explain there is soul. Okay? There is a super soul. Okay? But, more than that, see, there is no point wasting our time with speculators who are not qualified to be able to accept Krishna. So the best thing to do for them is give nice prasadam. Speculators must be given because, you see, when we started this ISKCON temple, in 2009, I did this Indo-US workshop. 2009, there was nothing in ISKCON temple. But still, those Indo-US guests, I took them to that ISKCON temple. There was nothing that time. And thus opened the set and they were fed prasadam. And literally everybody is remembering that. Nobody is remembering how nicely, what is that, that there is a very famous restaurant, they charge very high and I wasted my money. Nobody is remembering that. And he charged that time in 2009, 650 rupees per plate. Whereas in ISKCON, I fed them in 125 rupees per plate. Okay? And everybody remembers that. Everybody. This is beauty. Feed prasadam. It works. Next. Chiranjit, I'm bewildered. You said that nobody cannot understand Krishna, but you are also saying devotees can understand. Please explain. Devotees, it is not that devotee can know Krishna as he is, in the sense his complete spiritual opulence and material opulence. Devotee doesn't have any such desire. Suppose people want to know you. Why they want to know you? So that they can control you. I don't want to control Krishna. I want to please Krishna. So to please Krishna, I must be connected with Krishna in a specific rasa. That rasa enables me to know Krishna's heart in a specific context. Like Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba, they know Krishna as parent. But they don't know Krishna as a friend or as lover. They don't know. They only know according to the rasa how to please Krishna. So we are enabled to know Krishna Means how to please Krishna according to a specific rasa. And you will not know what is your rasa until you are purified, you have become a pure devotee. So what you do? So you must please Krishna following the footsteps of acharyas. I don't know why you are bewildered. Nobody understands Krishna. Even Brahmaji doesn't understand Krishna. Balaram doesn't understand Krishna. Nobody can understand Krishna. If Balaram cannot understand Krishna, how anybody in the existence can understand Krishna? Doesn't mean that you cannot please Krishna. This is not contradictory. Like for example, I think yesterday or something, there was a Mathematica, these people were doing, what is the fellow? Allen House School, they were doing, and they had invited one mathematician from BHU. He spoke something and then I spoke, right? I spoke what is zero and what is infinity and connected that to our portion. And that mathematician was completely, yes, sir, what are you doing? This is my subject and the way you are speaking, I don't know. Probably I have to go and fall into the well. So the point is here is you have to recognize that once you are connected with Krishna, then you know how to present Krishna to others. You, Chiranjit, if you become a devotee of Krishna and you are determined to please Krishna, you can take Krishna. Like now, I will tell you another example. Sunita Singh Sengupta, she is an impersonalist. But in our program, this Prem Kishore Prabhu was doing, I explained. And then there was another Professor Dhar from IIT Delhi, is a retired professor. They're all impersonalists. But I explained how Krishna is a person. And they were completely amazed, they accepted. So this is what, how to please Krishna. That means, when we are determined to please Krishna, Krishna empowers us how to present his personality to others so that they can understand. Next. I hope his bewilderment is gone. Hey, Anil Krishna Yadav, after practicing Krishna consciousness for so many years, if someone leaves the process, why this happens? Doesn't Krishna pull him back? He is not determined to please Krishna. Okay? Last prayer of Sikastakam. You are not determined. Asli Shava Padaratam Pinastu Mam Adarsanan Marmahatam Karatuba Yatha Tatha Va Bidadata Lampana Matprana Nathastu Soyabana. You are my master always. Whatever happens, doesn't matter. Okay? You are not determined. That's it. Next. I think it's done. It's already 8:30. We should stop.
Sir, this is last question.
Sarvajya Gauranga Das. What is the importance of material revelation? No importance. You want to be hallucinated, that's why material revelation would be there. Suddenly our Professor Suvendu Samant will get some idea and he'll be thrilled. Oh, I've got an idea. I'll have a big patent. I'll have this. But good thing about Suvendu Samant that he now knows how to use material opulence in the service to Krishna. But one can be bewildered anyway. Does that play any role in spiritual emancipation? Yes, material revelation can help you using Krishna's energy in the service to Krishna. Like Prabhupada was a completely pure devotee, but he knew exactly how to manage everything. And so nicely he managed the way he dealt in Jew temple with Mr. Nair, the way he dealt with our project in Vrindavan, the way he dealt with the project in Mayapur. It's amazing the way he engaged all his disciples in different activities. It's amazing, amazing. Okay, this is the very thing is that Prabhupada sent Michael Mukunda Goswami Prabhu, Mukunda Goswami, to the town hall, town office to register the society, and Prabhupada said we should not pay anything for this, right? And Michael went and argued, and they didn't listen. Michael said he's charging some money. I have completely I have forgotten the details, but it so happens when he comes back to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada's okay, I will go. Prabhupada goes and speaks to him something, and then he waves off. Okay, so my dear friend, pure devotees can use material revelation in Krishna's service, but we get material revelation to be derailed from. So we should not aspire for material revelation unless you are fixed. What is the qualification for one to have material revelation? Anybody can have material revelation. And ant has a material revelation that where is this? Where is the sugar? What is the qualification you are asking? I already heard the qualification for spiritual revelation. Okay, I have given you the answer. Thank you very much. And thank all of you for joining me. Today is a very wonderful day, Ekadasi. We had 3 sessions of 2 hours of chanting, sitting in one place and chanting, and then this class. I'm very, very happy. And I'm grateful to all of you for giving me association.